Hey everyone, this is your man Marlon Copeland, and I am back with the top 10. Today we're going to talk about top 10 badass girls in a horror movie. So, got this list from slasherfilm.com, and I've looked through it, thought it was pretty interesting to discuss. So, since I'm a big horror fan, why not discuss it? Because most of the time in the 80s and 90s in slasher films, it was always a female that survived. So, since we got that, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Starting off with slashers.com list. As I always say, if I look to my right, that just means I'm reading off the list. So you should know that by now. Now, starting with their list starts with Tree Gabbana. And I know I said her name wrong, but the movie that she played in was Happy Death Day. I never seen the movie, so I'm probably biased to that fact. I should know that name, but I don't. And crucify me for it. Sorry. Number 9, Julie James. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm a fan. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I thought it was pretty cool when they made part two, and I thought it was going to continue on, but didn't go as well. I know there's a remake or re-imaging out now. I probably won't go see that, so we're good there. Number number 8 is Sarah Connor from Terminator. One of the most iconic and badass uh, heroines ever in a movie. I don't know if you consider Terminator a horror movie or a sci-fi movie. I guess it's somewhere in between in their eyes. I like the notion of her being added to it. I mean, who wouldn't be scared of a gigantic robot chasing them and just asking everybody, "Are you Sarah Connor?" And if you are not, you get killed. And the evolution of her character was pretty cool too. When she was, very afraid, wound up running and all this stuff. And then the evolution is because she becomes one of the baddest motherfuckers walking the planet. So I love her character. Number 7 on their list is Christy Cotton. I I think it was like Fear Street or something. I never seen the movie that she played in. I know that's probably biased to me. I don't know her. You can crucify me for that one too. I apologize. Next, I apologize. Actually, is Dina Johnson. She played in Fear Street. Never seen. I have seen that movie. I wasn't too into it, but she's on their list. Great. She's number 5. By all means, have at it. Number 4 is near and dear to my heart. Used to have a crush on this lady when I was a kid. Nancy Thompson. Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1, Part 3, and New Nightmare, and a plethora of what do you call them when you sit down and talk about it, when they go over like the anniversaries and all that stuff. So she's done a lot of that. I love Nancy Thompson. I love when she played Nancy Kerrigan. I've just always been a fan of hers. I liked her in the movie Truth or Dare. There's a variation of her. It's 2 Truth or Dares that came out a few years ago, but the one with her in it is really, really good. And I can never get enough of Nancy Thompson. Number 3, Ripley from Alien, which is another movie that you can say is either sci-fi or either horror. I lean a little bit more towards sci-fi because it's in space, but since she's on this list, one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Well, not on our planet, but she's still one of the baddest motherfuckers. You can't fuck with Ripley. Now, what I will say, she may be a badass. I don't know why she keep going up in space. She should be tired of xenomorphs and chest busters and all that shit. She should be tired of it, like completely tired of it. But she's not, and would not surprise me if she. It would not surprise me if we see that character reprised again by Sigourney Weaver. And I think Sigourney Weaver is probably in her late 60s. But if Arnold can do it, damn it, Sigourney can do it. Number 2, another person that's near and dear to my heart is Sidney Prescott. I love Sidney Prescott. I love the character. I love Neve Campbell. Franchise is pretty cool. A little bit repetitive, but it is what it is. And that's all I got to say about that. And last but not least, the daughter of the Scream Queen, Laurie Strode, which is played by Jamie Lee Curtis. Gets no bigger than that. She has the same type of character arc as Lord as Sigourney Weaver's character, and also oh my god, I can't think of the lady's name. Sarah Connor's character. Those the evolution of their character, where they start off meek and timid and scared, and then they grow to be like these badasses, and they kick the antagonist's ass and all that good stuff. So I have no problem with her being number one, but I do have a problem with their list. So this is the top 10. So we remixed their list. I'm going to do my list now. Now, some of these people, the people, I guess you can already tell, the people who I didn't know, they're not on my list. But also, I feel that they skipped some good people. So we're going to talk about it. On my list, number 10, I like this kid, but I mean, I can do without Jamie Lloyd from Halloween. This little fucker wound up trying to kill people at the end, but nevertheless, I enjoyed her character. She actually comes back in the remake, and she gets killed in there. But I think she plays a different character. I never understood that the Rob Zombie variation. I liked part one. I thought part two was a little rough. But she's my number 10. My number 9 comes from the newest trilogy of Halloween movies. Halloween will be around after we all die. Michael Myers will outlive all of us, because there's going to be somebody in Hollywood who is not creative enough, and they will continue to say, "Oh, I ain't got nothing to write. Let's just remake Halloween." So I love the character of Miss Allison Lloyd. No, Allison Nelson. I'm sorry. She's from the remake. She's the granddaughter of Laurie Strode. Laurie Strode trained this kid. She trained her daughter and her granddaughter to be badasses. And this girl winds up carrying the torch, if you've seen the last trilogy. What I loved about her character was she was enamored with her grandmother. Her mother wanted to keep her away from her grandmother. And it was just, when they finally all got on the same page, it was really good. It was really, really good to watch. I suggest to you, if you haven't seen Halloween, the last 3 Halloweens that came out recently, couple years ago, if you haven't seen it, I think you should watch it. It's really good. My number 7, no, I'm sorry, my number 8 person. This person been around for a while. I think if you're talking hard, you can't. If you want to rank heroines, you have to put Gail Weathers in there. Now, it's funny because Gail Weathers is not the main character, and it's ironic that Sidney Prescott and Gail Weathers is probably the first Deadpool and Wolverine combo in the movie. They like to fight each other and also fight the bad guy, so which is Ghostface. But I love those characters together. I love Gail Weathers. I know that we got a new Scream coming out, so we'll see what happens. Love the evolution of her character. Love that she fell in love with Dewey. Sorry he had to get killed off. They got a divorce in real life, so not that that's important. We're talking about the characters, not talking about real life. But I thoroughly enjoy watching Gail Weathers' character in the series. She's like that pesky reporter that's going to always get a story, no matter if she dies. Now, my number 7 person only played in one movie, but that it was impactful in my opinion, and that is Tina Shepard from Friday the 13th, The New Blood. She's the young lady that has telekinetic powers. So she basically throwing TVs and chairs and shit at Jason without even picking them up. And this is Kane Hodder's first time playing Jason in this movie. For all you Jason buffs out there who, I love Kane Hodder, but there are other Jasons before him. I'm a fan of CJ Graham's movie that came before The New Blood. I like all the Kane Hodder movies, but it just to let you know that there are multiple people that play Jason. So, and even Kane Hodder got to be in his 60s. He can't keep fucking killing people at that age in real life. Like, I'm pretty sure it takes a toll on his body. But This is one of my favorite characters in the series. Actually, what to me when you think about Friday the 13th, I know they have other heroines in the series, but I think this is more of Jason versus Tommy. I think we all think of Tommy. Even in the video game, they have random heroines or random people you can play, but the featured person that you can play outside of Jason is Tommy. So Friday the 13th, it doesn't have that Sidney Prescott, that Nancy Thompson, those type of characters in there. It's just Tommy. To me, that's the first name that comes to my mind. So moving on from there, we have so past Tina, we have one of my favorites. This person is 2-0 against Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. Big fan of this young lady. I hope I get to meet her one day. I'm gonna go to one of those horror conventions and hopefully get her to sign some of my posters. So, Miss Alice Johnson, she won. She beat him twice. Now, second time, he was literally after her child, so she was kind of like a byproduct. He needed her to live in order to get to her child. So I guess he really wasn't trying to kill her, but nevertheless, she's 2-0. Gotta be, you gotta have a perfect record. That counts. But she's one of my favorite heroines in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. I know she's not the favorite because the favorite is Nancy Thompson, which I adore. Like I said in the slasher film, when I said in the slasher film listing, I love Nancy Thompson. Will always love Nancy Thompson. I don't care how old she is. I don't care. She could look wrinkly. I'm going to always love Nancy Thompson. I love that fucking sweater she has on in that picture. I love those 80 khakis. She looked like a young Dorothy from from Golden Girls. But I'm a big fan of hers. And I had to put her at 5 because I like to try to think realistic with these lists. And we're about to go on a murderer's row of complete badasses. So we're going to go ahead and start it off. Ripley. It gets no tougher than Ripley. I mean, this motherfucker been killing xenomorphs since I was a child. And I'm in my mid-40s. She had, in the beginning, she was scared just like everyone else, but, in their character arcs, but she wound up just being a badass. Yeah, she wound up having a chest buster come out of her. I just don't understand why she keep going in space. But I'm gonna digress on that. Totally love Ripley in all the variations of Alien movies. And like I said before, I would not be surprised if she shows up again in the Alien movie. It just seems like it would be right. Number 4. Actually, number 3, I apologize, is Sidney Prescott. Big fan of Sidney Prescott. I would say this every time I talk about Scream. Very repetitive series, but I am a fan. I have invested into the characters. So when you see someone like Dewey die, as a fan, you're gonna sit there in the movie theater like, oh God, they killed Dewey, because you grew up with these guys. I think Scream came out in 2000, and what can you say? Like she's one of the people, like she's gonna kick everybody's ass inside the movie. If you look like you Ghostface, Sydney gonna kick your ass. Matter of fact, not only is she gonna kick your ass, she's gonna wind up shooting your ass. She's gonna wind up shooting you, putting your ass down, putting a bullet in your head. Her and Gail gonna walk off and go have some coffee. Number 2, one of the baddest women on the planet, Sarah Connor. She was scared. She was a little soft, you know what I'm saying? But then she came back and started whooping ass. I mean, she's shooting all kind of machine guns. She protecting her kids. She doing everything. She's the reason why we're all still alive. She's the reason why Judgment Day didn't happen. So y'all need to thank Sarah Connor for her contributions to society. I know it's fiction, damn it. And number 1, last but not least, you have to say it, is Laurie Strode. Jamie Lee Curtis was such a sexy woman. She's still a beautiful woman. At her age, she's still like very beautiful. But in these movies, like the evolution of her character is God. I mean, she went from a young kid that was scared of this motherfucker to an old savvy veteran that rigged her house to where if he ever showed up, he was gonna get fucked up. And that's exactly what happened. He showed up, got fucked up. I love the Halloween franchise, not as much as I do Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm a Fred head to the day I die. I mean, how many people you know will go to California, just take a picture in front of their house and then come back same day? That's me. Don't mind doing it. And I don't give a damn what you got to say about it. But big fan of the Halloween franchise. Love Laurie Strode. It did get a little weird when she wasn't in it. I know a lot of people don't like Season of the Witch. 5 more days to Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Sharon Shamrock. Yeah, that was it's one of those niche type movies for people who don't like that particular version. There's literally a following for that movie. If you do a deep dive online, you'll wind up finding that the movie's more popular than what you think. The season of the witch is like Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. There are more fans of it than what you probably would think. But with that being said, we're gonna move on. We're done. We're good to go. We went over all the beautiful heroines in this movie. You know, we did omit one heroine, which is Jesse from Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. He's one of the baddest women in this world. No, I'm kidding. Jesse is actually a good guy. I sat down and talked to him at a convention before. Really good guy. You ever get a chance, you should watch the Scream Queen documentary about his life. Pretty rough. He been through a lot, and he also is still standing. And I don't understand how that man's still standing. He's had a lot of adversity in his life, but he's doing good. He's alive and well, and through all the adversity he went through, he still built a career, and he's pretty cool. So anyway, with that being said, hey, look me up on Twitter, 2901 Productions. You can look me up, Marlon Copeland. It's only one me, baby. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I'm out of here. That's the top 10 for the day. Peace.